Hey everybody, Dave Spector here for Peace Camera. In this week's video, we're going to do an unboxing and first impressions of the brand new Canon 6D Mark II. Alright, so if you remember about a month ago when Canon announced this camera, I did a little preview video going over its specs, but I wanted to do an actual unboxing now that we have the camera in our hands. I'm going to give you my first impressions of actually feeling it and holding it, and we'll go over the specs again. So let's go ahead and take this out of the box. Now, typical Canon box, you get your instruction manuals, warranty, information up on top. Then in the box, we got the battery charger, we got the battery, and we have the strap. But no one cares about that, so we'll go ahead and put that back in the box. And let's take the camera out and we'll set the box aside and unwrap this bad boy and see what we think. So just initial impressions pulling it out, it feels like a very solid camera. It doesn't feel plasticky. It's got a nice build, which I really like in a camera. So let's go over some of the stuff that you'll see up on the top. We have your display window for displaying most of your settings. You got your AF drive, ISO, metering, and white balance buttons. You got your top command dial. You have another little function button up here. On this side, you have your main command dial to choose all your different modes from program, time value, aperture value, manual, bulb, and 2 custom settings as well. And then the full auto if you want to shoot on that, along with your on-off switch. On the back of the camera, we got your menu, info buttons, your start-stop button for recording, your playback button, Q button, your main rear command dial, and then one of the biggest features and upgrades from the original 6D is the fully variable 3-inch touchscreen display. Now, I said in previous videos, I think all cameras should come with a fully articulating screen like this, so that was a big innovation, a big improvement that I want to see on this camera compared to the original 6D. It's got one UHS 1 card slot, and I really think they should have put a UHS 2 card slot to support the much faster cards that are out these days, or at least have dual card slots. This is a full frame camera. You want to be able to have, if you're shooting weddings with it, you want to be able to have that backup just in case. And then on the other side, we got USB, HDMI, and a microphone input as well. So if you're shooting video with this, you can plug in an external microphone. Now let's go over some of the other specs. It features a 26.2 megapixel full frame CMOS sensor, Digic 7 processor, ISO range from 100 to 40,000. The autofocus has been improved over the original 6D. It's 45-point autofocus, all cross type, which is very nice. This was compared to 11 on the original 6D. We'll shoot 6.5 frames per second compared to 4 on the original 6D. Again, I talked about the 3-inch variable angle touchscreen. And as far as the touch, the jury's still out for me on this. If I'm shooting and I hold the camera up to my eye and my nose hits the back of the screen, sometimes I can take a picture or change my focus point without me wanting to change my focus point or actually take the picture if I'm not ready. So I'd like to feel the turn touch off, except if I'm in playback mode and I'm reviewing images, I want to zoom in on a photo by pinching the zoom to check my focus. It will do, it does have the dual pixel AF system, which is great for video. But speaking of video, this will only do 1080 HD video up to 60 frames per second. So there's no 4K option, which really surprised me. Most cameras now are coming out with 4K. Even though it's not fully mainstream yet, it is coming. And I think since this camera probably won't be upgraded again for another 2 to 3 years, I'm really surprised they didn't put it in there, or at least have 120 frames per second shooting for slow motion in HD. It also has built-in Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, and NFC. So who is this camera for? Well, if you're stepping up from, say, a Rebel and want to move up into a full-frame camera at $19.99, this is a decent price point compared to the $3,500 of the 5D Mark IV. So if you're on a more of a budget and want to jump in the full frame, this would be the camera for you. So if you'd like to come down and see this camera for yourself, we have 2 of these in stock as of the filming of this video. you're more than welcome to come down and see it and try it on your own and form your own opinion. We are located at 5039 Falls of Neuse Road in the Quail Corner Shopping Center, Falls of Neuse and Millbrook, here in North Raleigh, or give us a call to store 919-836-2222. So if you like this video, please do hit the like button. It really means a lot to us. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, as I put out new videos every single Friday. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on the 6D Mark II. Are you as not so thrilled as I thought I would be with the specs of this camera, or do you really looking forward to getting one and trying it yourself? So let me know, and that's going to do it, and I'll see you all next week.